Ramesh Patel and you are watching my channel Let's Dissect Anatomy. Today we are going to discuss a very important topic, that is TM joint, temporomandibular joint. Okay, so without any delay, let's start. Introduction. Temporomandibular joint is a joint on each side of the head between the temporal bone and mandible that allows the movement of the mandible for speech and mastication. The type of this joint, as you all know, it's a variety of synovial joint, and the subtype is condylar variety of synovial joint. The articular surface is, the superior articular surface is formed by the following parts of the temporal bone. The one is the articular tubercle and another is the articular fossa. If you remember the lower border of the zygomatic arch, there is one articular tubercle, behind that there is articular fossa, and then postglenoid tubercle. So that is the superior articular surface. The inferior articular surface is formed by the head of the mandible. All the articular surfaces here are covered by the fibrocartilages, but not the hyaline cartilage. Normally क्या होता है कि all the synovial joints are covered by the hyaline cartilage, but here it is fibrocartilage. So that's why the TM joint is called atypical synovial joint. The joint cavity here is divided by an intra-articular disc into upper and lower compartments. How you can see over here, this is the articular surfaces, articular tubercle and articular fossa, and this is the head of the mandible. So this is called joint cavity, right? So in between the joint cavity you can see a purple colored band. This is the articular intra-articular disc. Articular disc is an oval plate of fibrocartilage which represents the degenerated primitive insertion of lateral pterygoid muscle. Actually, lateral pterygoid muscle का insertion, as you all know, it is over the pterygoid fovea. If you don't remember, you can watch the video of mandible where I have clearly shown you the site. This articular disc divides the whole joint cavity into two compartments, upper and lower. The upper compartment permits the gliding movements while the lower compartment permits the gliding plus rotatory movements. The superior surface of the disc is concavo-convex while the inferior surface is concave. Here you can see from the picture, this is the superior surface, it is concavo-convex, while this is the inferior surface of the disc, it is concave. The superior surface fits against the articular tubercle and mandibular fossa. वो कॉनकेव कॉन्वेक्स है तो सामने आर्टिकुलर ट्यूबरकल और आर्टिकुलर फोसा के अंदर फिट हो जाएगी, और नीचे कॉनकेव है तो मैंडिबुलर फोसा में फिट हो जाएगी. The periphery of the disc is attached firmly to the fibrous capsule. As you all know, all the synovial joints have a fibrous capsule. And inside the fibrous capsule there is a synovial membrane which secretes the synovial fluid. This is the magnifying view of the intra-articular disc. Here it is divided into 5 parts. From anterior to posterior, you can see this is the anterior extension, then anterior thick band, then intermediate thin jaw, then posterior thick band, and then bilamellar region. So that is all about the articular disc. Now the ligaments of the TM joint. This is important for the viva as well as one-liner. Total 4 ligaments are there. The first one is fibrous capsule. Yes, fibrous capsule here is very strong and it acts as a ligament. From the picture you can see the fibrous capsule is above attached to the articular tubercle, circumference of the mandibular fossa and scamotympanic fissure, while it is below, attached to the neck of the mandible. It is loose above the disc and below it is tight. The synovial membrane lies inside the capsule which secretes the synovial fluid. The second ligament is lateral ligament of TM joint. It is actually a true ligament and formed as a result of thickening on the lateral aspect of the capsular ligament. You can see besides the joint capsule, there is a lateral ligament of TM joint. It reinforces and strengthens the lateral part of the capsule. जॉइंट कैप्सूल का काम है लेटरल डिस्प्लेसमेंट ऑफ द टीएम जॉइंट को रोकने का। तो ये जो लेटरल लिगामेंट है वो उसके साथ मिल के वो चीज़ करता है, वो फंक्शन करता है, मतलब लेटरल डिस्प्लेसमेंट जॉइंट का नहीं होने देता है। फाइबर्स रन्स डाउनवर्ड्स एंड बैकवर्ड, डाउनवर्ड एंड बैकवर्ड। द अटैचमेंट above is over the articular tubercle and below over the posterolateral part of the neck of the mandible. The third one is spinomandibular ligament. We have discussed all these ligaments. I have shown you the location of all these ligaments in the spectacle of mandible. So before watching this video, you can watch or revise the spectacle of mandible, so you can better understand. The spinomandibular ligament, it's an accessory ligament. It's a remnant of dorsal part of Meckel's cartilage. It lies in a deep plane away from the capsule. ये डायग्राम में जो दिख रहा है वो inner surface of ramus of mandible है, medial surface. Attachment above, it is attached to the spine of sphenoid and below it is attached to the lingula of the mandibular foramen. The relations laterally, there is a lateral pterygoid muscle, auriculotemporal nerve and maxillary artery. ये सब रिलेशन हमने डिस्कस किए हैं मैंडिबल वाले वीडियो में. You can refer that also. Medially, there is a coda tympani nerve and the wall of pharynx. The fourth one is stylomandibular ligament. It is the another accessory ligament of TM joint which represents the thickened deep cervical fascia that separates the parotid and submandibular salivary gland. ये stylomandibular ligament parotid gland वाले लेक्चर में भी आया था, submandibular gland वाले लेक्चर में भी आया था और mandible वाले वीडियो में भी था. So you can watch all that videos to understand the location and function of this ligament. Attachment is above over the lateral surface of styloid process and below it is attached to the angle and posterior border of ramus of mandible. You can see clearly it in the picture. Now the relations of the TM joint. Lateral relations, skin and fascia, parotid gland and temporal branch of facial nerve. You can remember a short form STEP to remember the lateral relations. Lateral STEP, S for skin and fascia, T E for temporal branch of facial nerve and P for parotid gland. Medial, you can remember MAST, M A S T. M for middle meningeal artery, A for auriculo and coda tympani nerve, S for spine of sphenoid and spinomandibular ligament and T for tympanic plate. For anterior relation, you can remember MALA, M-A-L-A, M-A for mesenteric nerve and artery and L-A for lateral pterygoid muscle. Posterior, you can remember PAS, P for parotid gland, A for auriculotemporal nerve and S for superficial temporal vessels. Superior, middle cranial fossa and middle meningeal vessels and inferior maxillary artery and vein. So superior inferior में everything is starting from M. So these are the relations of TM joint. Here you can see from the picture, this is the maxillary artery, auriculotemporal nerve lies lateral to the TM joint, and this is middle meningeal artery lies mandibular nerve, they lies medial to the TM joint. This is the another view, cut section. Here you can see parotid gland is there, superficial temporal vessels are there, maxillary nerve and vessels are there. Okay. The blood supply is derived from the superficial temporal and maxillary arteries. If you remember, they are the terminal branches of the external carotid artery. This one is superficial temporal and this one is maxillary artery. Vein follows the arteries, means जो vein है, artery है, वही vein है. Nerve supply, auriculotemporal nerve and mesenteric nerve. Lymphatic drainage is from superficial parotid nodes. From there it goes to the deep parotid nodes, and from there it goes to the upper deep cervical nodes. Now the movements present over the TM joint. This is also important for the viva. Which are the movements possible around the TM joint, which are the muscle responsible for that particular movement and all that. So movement of the joint can be palpated by putting a finger at pre-auricular region. यहाँ पे finger tip रख के you can close and open your mouth and feel the head of the mandible. And also you can do that by putting your little finger into the auditory meatus. The movement of the joint can be divided into those between upper articular surface and articular disc, means the upper compartment, and those between the disc and the head of the mandible, means the lower compartment. Most of the movements occur simultaneously at the right and left TM joint. The first two are protraction and retraction. Protraction, as you all know, is a forward movement of the mandible. Here the articular disc and mandibular head glides forward over the upper articular surface. Articular disc और head of mandible दोनों ऐसे forward movement करेंगे, और उसका reversal मतलब backward movement, it is called retraction. You can see it from picture. Then comes elevation and depression of the mandible, means opening and closing of the mouth. In slight opening of the mouth, the head of the mandible moves on the under surface of the disc like a hinge. ये disc का under surface हो गया और ये head of mandible हो गया. तो खाली slight opening करेंगे हम mouth का, just like during talking and eating, it moves like a hinge. ऐसे move होगा. Like this, only it rotate like a hinge. While in wide opening of the mouth, the hinge-like movement is followed by gliding of the disc and head of the mandible as in protraction. तो wide open होगा ऐसे करके, उस टाइम पे ये रोटेशन तो हुआ पर उसके साथ में फॉरवर्ड मूवमेंट भी होगा हेड ऑफ मैंडिबल का. तो यहाँ पे आर्टिकुलर फोसा है, ये आर्टिकुलर ट्यूबरकल है, तो एट दैट टाइम हिंज लाइक मूवमेंट, रोटेशन फॉलोड बाय एंटीरियर ग्लाइडिंग. उस टाइम पे वाइड ओपनिंग के एंड में द हेड विल कम एग्जैक्टली बिलो द आर्टिकुलर ट्यूबरकल. एट द एंड ऑफ द मूवमेंट द हेड कम्स लाइज अंडर द आर्टिकुलर ट्यूबरकल एंड रिवर्सल मूवमेंट लीड्स टू द क्लोजिंग ऑफ द माउथ. मतलब यहाँ पे आ गया हेड, बैकवर्ड मूवमेंट फॉलोड बाय रोटेशन, ऐसे हो जाएगा तो क्लोजिंग ऑफ द माउथ हो जाएगा, मीन्स एलिवेशन ऑफ द मैंडिबल और टीएम जॉइंट. हियर यू कैन सी फ्रॉम द पिक्चर, दिस इज द पिक्चर फॉर closed mouth. Here you can notice the head is exactly fits into the articular fossa, while in opening of the mouth you can see the head, which was like this earlier, it rotates like this when mouth is open, and then mouth is widely open, this rotation is followed by the anterior gliding. Then comes chewing movements, or we can say side to side movements. here the head of the mandible glides forward along with the disc as in protraction, but opposite head just merely rotate on the vertical axis in lower compartment. Hence, chin moves forward on the side where there is no gliding happens. And alternate of these kinds of movement produce the side by side chewing movements. मतलब एक साइड का हेड जब रोटेट करके एंटीरियर ग्लाइड होगा, सेम टाइम जो अपोजिट साइड का हेड है वो जस्ट ऐसे रोटेट करेगा लाइक दिस अराउंड वर्टिकल एक्सिस। तो उस साइड की चिन क्या होगी, ऐसे रोटेट करेगा तो चिन उस तरफ की आगे आ जाएगी और इस साइड पे रोटेशन फॉलोड बाय ग्लाइडिंग होगा, ठीक है। और उसका अपोजिट मतलब ये साइड का जब रोटेशन फॉलोड बाय ग्लाइडिंग होगा तो इस साइड का जस्ट रोटेशन होगा। तो ऐसे ऐसे दोनों साइड पे सीक्वेंस में मूवमेंट होगी, तो द चिन विल मूव लाइक दिस बिकॉज इज द side by side movements. Okay, clear about all 5 movements. Now the muscles producing these movements, the elevation, depression, protraction, retraction and side by side movements, 5 movements के नाम है और सामने the muscles responsible for these movements वो लिखा है। You can write this way also and also you can write this way like a flow chart. ऐसे भी आप लिख सकते हो। If you watch the previous video of muscles of mastications, I have mentioned the action performed by each muscle. So आप अगर नहीं पता है तो एक बार देख लेना, then after you can watch this video. So here you can see from the flow chart, the joint is in the center, the main muscles are around them, and the green colored boxes are the movements. Elevation, depression, protraction and retraction, ठीक है। तो फॉर एग्जांपल देखो एलिवेशन कौन से मसल से होगा, तो जॉइंट का ये वाला पार्ट मतलब टेम्पोरालिस, मैसेटल एंड मीडियल टेरिगोइड्स आर रिस्पॉन्सिबल फॉर द एलिवेशन। सेम वे डिप्रेशन के लिए 1, 2, 3 बॉक्सेस, लेटरल टेरिगोइड, mylohyoid, digastric and genioid. Here you can notice the continuous line is from lateral pterygoid while mylohyoid और ये वाले में dotted line है। Dotted line means they are the accessory or assistant muscles which helps lateral pterygoid to perform the depression of the mandible. Same way here you can see retraction is mainly performed by temporalis and helped by digastric and genioid, while protraction is performed by medial and lateral pterygoid plus masseter. So you can write directly like this. This type of presentation will look attractive to the examiner and also save your time. The applied anatomy, dislocation of the mandible during the excessive opening of the mouth as in yawning, सडन वायलेंस और कोई सडन इंजरी हो जाए या कन्वर्जिव स्पाज्म ऑफ लेटरल टेरिगोइड मसल, द हेड ऑफ द मैंडिबल ऑफ वन और बोथ द साइड्स may slips anteriorly and get locked in the infratemporal fossa. As a result, the mouth can't be closed anymore. That condition is called lock jaw, and any passive efforts to do that will fracture the neck of the mandible on one or both sides. So here you can see from the picture, this is the normal condition where head it fits completely in the articular fossa. As you all know, as we have discussed, during the opening of the mouth, slight opening of the mouth, the head will just rotate like a hinge, and then in wide opening of the mouth, this rotation is followed by the anterior gliding. और बहुत ज़्यादा ओपनिंग हो जाए, फोर्स बहुत ज़्यादा लग जाए, ठीक है, तो ये क्या होगा, रोटेशन फॉलोड बाय एंटीरियर ग्लाइडिंग और आगे चला जाएगा और हेड विल कम लाइक दिस। यहाँ पे फिर आर्टिकुलर ट्यूबरकल आ गया तो वो उसको हेड को पीछे जाने ही नहीं देगा, तो ये लॉक हो जाएगा हेड जस्ट इन फ्रंट ऑफ आर्टिकुलर ट्यूबरकल इन द इंफ्राटेम्पोरल फोसा, फंस जाएगा, माउथ ओपन का ओपन ही रह जाएगा, जस्ट लाइक दिस. ओके, सो फॉर रिडक्शन is done by the depressing the jaw with the thumbs placed on the last molar teeth, and at the same time elevating the chin, and then like this. 3 steps you will have to do. First, the depression of the jaw by putting the fingers, thumbs over the third molar like this. डिप्रेस करके जो हेड आगे आ गया उसको डिप्रेस करके नीचे लाएंगे, फिर चीन को ये 4 फिंगर से चीन को एलिवेट करेंगे तो हेड रोटेट होके नीचे चला जाएगा ऐसे, एंड देन थर्ड स्टेप. ओके, सो दिस इज हाउ वी कैन ट्रीट दिस डिसलोकेशन ऑफ मैंडिबल. The derangement of the articular disc may result from any injury like overclosure or malocclusion. This gives rise to the clicking and pain during movement of the jaw. ओवरक्लोजर हो जाए वो भी ठीक नहीं है. मैंडिबल का हेड पूरा ज़्यादा अंदर फंस जाए तो भी खाने के टाइम, आप च्यूइंग के टाइम कट 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 ऐसे आवाज़ निकलेगी. During the operation of the TM joint, the facial nerve and the auriculotemporal nerve should be preserved with care, क्योंकि वो बाजू में ही है तो उसको ध्यान रखना पड़ेगा कट ना हो जाए, otherwise it will cause facial paralysis and also causes loss of secretion from the salivary glands. The sphenomandibular ligament is an important landmark for the administration of local anesthetic during the inferior alveolar block. अगर mandibular teeth का एक्सट्रैक्शन करना है तो एज यू ऑल नो मैंडिबुलर फोरामेन के अंदर जाती है इंफीरियर एल्वियोलर नर्व, और फोरामेन के बाजू में ही है लिंगुला, लिंगुला पे स्पिनोमैंडिबुलर लिगामेंट. तो आप अंदर ऐसे थंब डाल के या उंगली डाल के आप उसका फील कर सकते हो स्पिनोमैंडिबुलर लिगामेंट को, बट जस्ट उसके बाजू में ही एनेस्थेटिक एजेंट को इंजेक्ट करके यू कैन क्रिएट अ इंफीरियर एल्वियोलर ब्लॉक. Okay, so that is all about the temporomandibular joint, a very important short notes or long question. Hope you like this video. Like the video, hit the like button, subscribe this channel, and don't forget to press the bell icon and share this video to your friends. So see you in the next video. Till then, goodbye. Thank you.